Okay, so we are going to draw a couple isometric views of shapes here. You can see the samples are over on the left, and we are going to draw them over on the right using our isometric grid paper. You'll also notice that we have, let me move this out of the way. We have a arrow here pointing to this corner and an arrow pointing to this corner. That's just to reference where to start. Same thing up here. So where I'm starting here, I'll be drawing up here. So let's start with the first one. And I actually have a block here to represent, actually a set of cubes to represent it. So if I'm holding, let me kind of zoom out here. So if I'm holding this in isometric form, it's going to be about like this. So I'm able to see the top, the front, and then the side all at the same time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you how each cube represents a cube on paper. And really, this is just a simple three-dimensional way of drawing in a technical sense that allows you to see top, front, and side at the same time, and is very useful in engineering. You could also look at the individual sides. So here's the side, here's the front, and then here's the top. Okay. Those are orthographic projections, but we're going to focus right now on isometric. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and set this off to the side. So I need a ruler. I've got one here. You're not actually going to be measuring anything, but we are going to use the ruler in order to help us get nice straight lines. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can see just kind of the top one. And we're going to start at this corner. So what I like to do, and you may do it a different way, but what I like to do is kind of focus on the outline, the outer edge of everything first. Okay. So let's start by going one block up. So I'm going to start at this corner. I'm going to go one block up, and that represents this line here. Okay. Then from there, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4 up on the axis here. Okay. So line your ruler up, start here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We've got 4. All right. Then I'm going to continue over here, and I'm just going in a certain pathway without stopping or jumping around. However you visualize this is really up to you. So now I'm going to go at an angle this direction like this, one cube or one block. Okay. And then I'm going to go 1 unit downward, kind of in the southeast direction. Okay. Then I'm going to go straight down 2. Actually, yeah, let's go straight down 2. You could do 3, but we'll fill in that missing line later. Okay. And then we're going to focus on going this direction. So I'm going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Then 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go down 1. So down 1. Okay. And again, I'm using my straight edge the whole time. Then I'm going to go kind of in the southwest direction. And again, if you're doing this right, when you get back to the finish, you should end up at the right spot. Okay. So now I'm going to go northwest 2 units. So 1, 2. And you can see why we use a pencil so that we can erase mistakes. And then we're going to go southwest again, 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that I end up right back where I'm supposed to. 1, 2, 3. So I don't have a complete design yet, but you can definitely see the outline of what I'm looking for. So now I'm going to finish making the outer edges. So this one is going to go straight down 1 unit. Okay. Then I'm going to go over 2 units like this. 1, 2. And then southeast 2 units. 1, 2. And then I'm going to fill in my end here. So that's kind of that first block. That's that face right here. Okay. Then let's make some edges here. So here's that one. We're going to leave that one there. We need an edge from the corner up 4 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go from this bottom corner up 4 units. Okay. And then fill in this top cube square like that. Now we're really starting to take shape. And the only difference here is we're going to add the edge lines of the cubes. And that's pretty straightforward. So we're just going to kind of put them in place like that. I actually think it looks better without the edges, but because we're trying to do it like the original over here, we need to make sure we put those in. So here's this one. And then we're going to go down this direction and down here and down like that. And then kind of following the grid lines. That's why we use isometric grid paper, because it makes it pretty simple to do. Okay. And there we go. You can see they look exactly the same. Okay. So let's try the other one. This one does not have the cube edges to it. So we're going to just kind of focus on doing the outside perimeter, and then we're going to fill in the missing lines. Okay. And again, the key here is to count the number of units you're moving. All right. So overall, this side is 1, 2, 3 units. We're going to go up 2. We're going to go in 1, up 1, then in 3 more, kind of outward 2, down 2, outward 2, down 1, back to the left 2, kind of northwest 1 more, and then back to where we started with 2 more. So let's focus on that outer perimeter. Okay, so we're going to start going northwest at 3 units. Okay, so start from your corner, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I mostly put these little starting corners here just to make sure that you'd have room to fit it on the grid. That's a common mistake. People accidentally go off the grid and all of a sudden they're trying to fit it on there and it doesn't look right. All right, so I've got 3. Then I'm going to go up 2. So up 1, 2. Then I'm going to go, sorry about that, I'm going to go over northeast. I'm going to go over 1 unit. Okay, and then I'm going to go up 1, up 1. I'm going to go northeast again, but this time 3 units. Let's go over 3. And then we're going to go southeast, 2 units. 1, 2. And then I'm going to go straight down 2 units. Again, it's key to count the units that you're going down. As you get better at that, you won't have to, but for now, let's count them. Then we're going southeast 2 units. And again, you know that you did this right if you end up right back where you started. All right, and then we're going to go down 1 unit. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Try to keep my paper more in line here. Down 1 unit. Okay. And then I'm going to go southwest 2 units. One, 2. Okay. Get this back centered on the screen. Then I'm going to go northwest 1 unit. So kind of in an angle. 1 unit. And then back to where I started, 1, 2 units. And over here, 1, 2. So I know I did the outside right. Okay. And you can kind of see it. So I'm going to start next with my top. Okay. At least up here. So that's going to be 2 to the southeast and then 3 to the northeast. So here we go. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there's my top, there's my top. In fact, I could even label it top, top. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this little corner done here. All right. So we're going to go kind of southeast 2 and then connect these 2 segments. So let's start here and go 1, 2. Then we're going to go up and connect that corner. And then we need to go in the southwest direction 1 unit, like this, 1 unit, and then connect these corners. Okay. So there's another top, top, top. Okay. Now we're going to work on this front side here. And actually, on my original drawing, I should have put that. That's a mistake. So anyway, let's put the front right here. So let's make that now. So we're going to go down 1, over 1, down 1. So here we go. Down 1, over 1, and down 1. Okay, and that's my front. All right. You'll notice there's a little front here too, so I might as well label it if that's what I'm doing. Okay. Excuse me. So let's do this side here. Okay. Or the right side, as we sometimes call it. That's pretty simple. It's just a corner to corner northeast line. So here we go. Okay. And now I've got side, side, and we're just down to this top and then a couple corners. So we're going to start here and go up to the right 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1 forward and 2 up to the right again. So 1 here, and then 1 here, and then simply put your corners in. So we've got 1 here, and we've got 1 here. Okay. And if we're labeling everything, this is another part of the top. This is another part of the side. This is another part of the side. This one little guy here is part of the front. Okay. So there you have it. You've got 2 sets of, let me zoom back out. You've got 2 sets of isometric drawings. Start one by one. Make sure you just kind of go segment by segment. Eventually, oop, I missed another. Look at that. Another corner I missed. Just kind of go segment by segment and fill it in. Eventually, as you get good at this, you'll notice that you really don't necessarily need to count. You're just kind of visualizing it and going. But for now, count each segment. Make sure you go either north, south, northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. That helps you. But just kind of take it one segment at a time and you will do great. So I hope that helps everybody have fun with this. Okay, close this and